Hey guys, Zoronden here, and I am back for Game 6. I did go ahead and take a short break to try and recuperate my voice a little bit. I was having some throat issues and coughing quite a bit, so hopefully we can finish up the marathon here. This is Game 6, as I said, on Shakuras Plateau. This is the second of two diamond matches, so let's check out who our combatants are. And in the bottom left corner, the red Terran, we have MikeRo from Dirty Jobs. He's going to do some dirty things for us today. And in the bottom right corner, we have the blue Zerg, no capital A, Axel. Capitalize, I don't understand why people don't capitalize at least one letter in their names. I'm nitpicking here, but it's always baffled me. It's one of those few things that bothers me as far as English goes. Anyways, both players going about their regular business here. Does look like Axel's probably going to choose to go for a fast expand. MikeRo is sending his SCV out across the field as well as doing his wall up. Probably going to look to attempt to try and delay that fast expand if that's what Axel goes for. And I thought he was going to grab the watchtower there. He opted not to grab the watchtower. That's always not a bad idea to grab that watchtower. That drone does just quite spot the SCV going by there. And MikeRo asks, Spurky Cross. Speak Cross? I have no idea what that was. Sound new. That's got to be a different language. If anybody knows what language that is or can translate that, you can throw that in the comments for me. But yeah, I have no idea what that is. Is that all the words that have been said? No, what? MikeRo said good luck, have fun. I guess he did say man love. And Axel said gay. I completely missed that part of this game. What the heck? And there, of course, went the fast expand. No block down by MikeRo. And the spawning pool there as well. And it looks like MikeRo is grabbing expansion. You can see his orbital starting up there, actually just finishing. And there goes the expansion there. So he did pop out a Marine as well. So going for an expansion before, grabbing that complete wall off. The pool should be finishing up. And I totally forgot to bring up the production tab. There we go. We didn't miss too much with that. We're only 3-4 minutes into the game. Overlord choosing to hide over there. Not too many safe places for an Overlord to hide. Typically, put it somewhere around the mineral line or over there. Whatever works. There he does go ahead and finish up that wall in. And just nothing going on at the moment. He's grabbing that watchtower there. Here we go. We've got some extra barracks going down. Does he have gas yet? No gas just yet. So may just be looking for mass Marine production. There goes the gas. So probably see some ball come out of him. I would guess at least with that many barracks going down. We'll have to see if he throws on some expansions, reactors, or tech labs. A couple lings on the field as well for Axel. And a queen, obviously. Is there no just one queen for the moment? Oh, there's a second queen. Going down to the front, opting not to do larva injects there. I did do one, but the second one, I guess he deemed unnecessary. And those barracks are finished up and are producing Marines, so not grabbing expansions on those. Curious to note if he's going for that ball or if he's going to go for something like Marine tanks. And here comes double gas for Axel in his natural, no gas in his main yet. And Axel is definitely sitting on both watchtowers as well with his two lings. It's a pretty good call. You always like to have that extra kind of free vision there in the map area, and that is going to leave him with map control for the moment, although he has no attacking units really. Obviously he's got 4 queens. Is that 4 queens? Yeah, he's got 4 queens now, so he built 2 queens, took them down here, and it looks like he's going to do creep spread, which is nice to see. and the other 2 queens are going to work on larva injects. Obviously there was a scan there by MikeRo as well. Just wanting to get a little information, I guess, opting obviously for the scan over the mules. Personally, I do like to see more mules instead of scans. Throw an SCV in or something instead, but that will go down pretty easily to everything here, so I don't know. User's discretion. What I do like, though, is that we're getting creep spread here. This is the first creep spread we've actually seen in this marathon. So, and as obviously as we're now in the diamond play, the play is getting better. We're seeing more complex strategies start to come out. And that Overlord does get popped, which actually supply blocks Axel, unfortunately for him. And check this out, he's popping his Overlords, or plopping his Overlords, kind of right on the perimeter here. And they're all, you can tell, they're all positioned just right, so they are on the high ground, so nobody down here is going to see them. And they get some little extra vision out here in this outlying area. Now, obviously, that's something you do want to be careful with, because if he comes in with Vikings or even a medevac with some marine backup, that could easily pop quite a few Overlords and cause a little situational danger for Axel, as he could be quickly supply blocked. Oh, and that lane had a bad day, getting juiced up there. That Overlord obviously hidden from those Marines, they don't know he's there, so they're just going to kind of wander around, and looks like they're going to head on home. And now this Overlord is kind of stuck in here as these Marines are walking around, but I'm pretty sure MikeRo has no idea it's over there. I don't know what this Overlord's thinking. He's going to need to be careful. He could get in some danger there and get killed off. We have a Baneling nest down by Axel, as well as Banelings. I completely missed those warping in. And check out that creep spread. It's going very nicely for him, getting all worked up on the map. Couple lings over here. He might be looking to try and block this eventual 3rd or 4th expansion. Just burrow one there if he doesn't have burrow. But it is on the way, so it looks like he might be intending to do that. We have an infestation pit just finishing up for Axel, so we should need to look out for some infestors on the field as well. Banelings morphing in for him, and there are the tanks, as I had predicted possibly what he was looking to do. He's got 2 reactors on barracks, as well as a tech lab for upgrades. He's gotten stim, he's getting shields, obviously he got siege mode, and he's got a 2nd factory here with tech lab, and he's getting a 3rd factory, so he's looking for quite a few tanks, and he is marching out across the field. Going to be looking to do some damage here. Unfortunately, this is a pretty messy army to be engaging with. 1 tank siege is up. This one's going to roll up here and look to siege up as well. Oh, and the Lings catch him off guard. He's not sieged up. They're going to quickly work him off. Siege tank is taking out a few Banelings as well as quite a few Lings, though. I don't think that was necessarily an advantage for Axel there. I think he actually came out on the wrong side of that attack. And he has left that 1 Ling up there, so he's probably looking to burrow that guy. Oh, and a flanking attack on that tank. That tank is going to go down. The Marines quickly mop up the remaining Lings, and a chunk of Ling flew up over this little raised plateau. That was amusing. Oh, and check out that Infestor going in there with a suicide fungal. Not really worth it. Didn't even manage to kill those Marines, unfortunately. And that Infestor had a bad day as well. So we're getting a few little skirmishes by these 2 large armies. They're wanting to kill each other off, but neither is willing to commit to a full engagement. A couple infested Terran. Unfortunately, those are going to go down really quick. Here come the Lings going after that tank. That should easily go down. Banelings popping quite a few Marines. Lots of green dead guys. Not very many Lings are remaining, though. Those Queens are going to make work of that 1 tank and those few Marines left. But that 1 tank is going to siege up, and those Queens need to get the heck out of there. That Queen's getting pounded. Gets infused. Nice little infuse there. This Queen is in dangerous territory. Needs to get out of there. Oh, and another nice infuse. And he needs to get out of there. He's getting sieged to heck. Another infuse. Very nice. Those Queens are going to take out that Marine easily. And that creep spread continuing to go across the field. A scan going down there. More Lings. They're going to take out that tank as well pretty easily. That Ling has gone ahead and burrowed there. So Axel is kind of slowly pushing MikeRo's front line backwards. And obviously that's Axel's intent, especially as his creep continues to spread. MikeRo is doing a decent job, though, of containing and killing off those tumors every once in a while. Of course, if Axel keeps it up, he can spread his creep up and around and actually come down this way. And that would spell some bad news for MikeRo. Mike's now going to grab a third here, as well as what's pretty much on his front line at this time. Also going to plop down a turret there, as he knows those infestors are kind of lurking around with their burrowed movement. Oh no, and there's an infestor right here inside of his new third here, and that turret is going to detect him. He needs to get that infestor out of there. I mean, it's already too late. That infestor is dead. And boom, free unit killed for MikeRo. Unfortunate to see that. That's a little bit of mismanagement by Axel. Should not have left that guy so vulnerable. Axel doing a little bit of pulling back. And using his siege tanks, MikeRo is taking out a few of these tumors. It's going to halt up the creep spread by Axel here for a bit. He's infested, or they're not infested, they can give infested Terran. These infestors are going to do a little bit of action. It looks like they're going to run over here. We'll have to see what he's intending with these guys. He's going to need to be careful if he's planning to go for any SCV lines, as there are turrets. Not a ton, actually. I think there's only, well, there's only one at the moment. They're going to sneak on by here. That Marine wasn't queued to attack, neither was that tank or that Marine or that Marine. They're clearly just queued up out of their buildings. There's a couple Marines not doing anything at all. And these infested Terran are just going to sit here. They need to throw some infested Terrans or something. Did I call them infested Terrans again? These infestors. I swear. In fact, they're completely detected. What is he doing? A terrible play out of Axel here. Just leaving these infestors sitting right here in plain sight, right next to a turret. You know that's a detector. The second dumb mistake I've seen out of Axel. Just no excuse for that kind of junk. And look, he's running his SCVs because he knows it. Oh, but that fungal is bad news for those SCVs. There's the killing blow. Boom, ton of SCVs go down. One infestor did get popped. And this second infestor is just going to die to a single Marine. He's just going to go to work. The rest of the SCVs and the mules are going to go back to business. And there's some more infested... infestor corpses were right there briefly. So they obviously came in and tried to help, but obviously died. So just some careless play by Axel. He did get some nice worker kills, up to 14 kills there. These Marines are going to get a free Overlord kill. I knew they shouldn't have put that Overlord over there. Oh, is he going to... Oh, yeah, he goes in. So there's the carelessness of leaving your Overlords sitting around. Obviously, he lost one there that he did not need to lose by any means. These Marines are just going to kind of camp this spot, effectively blocking this expansion if Axel deemed it worthwhile. And that Zergling is having a very special day. All eyes on him. So both players just turtling up in this match quite a bit. I mean, this is a lot of siege tanks. And check that out. We got Corruptors on the field. And there it is, the Greater Spire. So we should be seeing Brewlords on the way. Oh, and a small Marine drop up here almost took out that natural, or that fourth. That's nowhere near natural. And that Medevac retreats with all but 2 of its Marines, so almost managed to do some nice damage. And Axel leaves some Lings there to handle some business. And another drop, simultaneous drops here. Quite a few go down to Marine, or quite a few Baneling popped. And he's dropping in even more. Those Marines are dangerous. Another one dies. Another one dies. Another 2 die. So a couple attacks here, but realistically, I don't think he did much. Almost killed that, but it didn't go down. Might have killed a few drones here, but there's so few minerals here. There aren't many drones there as well. And there are our brood lords that I was thinking would pop soon enough. And that could be the difference in this game for Axel, as siege tanks don't shoot up, and the Marines, well, the Marines can fall quite easily to the Baneling Zergling mess. Here comes MikeRo. He's ready to do some damage here. Popping tumors. Wants that creep out of there. Not exactly the best idea to stim on tumors. He does have medevacs at least, though, to heal them up. Needs to get those guys to work so those Marines aren't free dinner for some infestors or something like that. And wow, we got 6 broodlords on the field. Just a few broodlords away from critical mass. And looks like MikeRo is ready to move out, although he's doing more creep tumor killing. Gonna pop off that 5th. And here come the infestors. 1 goes down. So few corruptions there. It's not corruption, fungal growth. And that is prime fungal territory. Look at that. That is beautiful. Here come the Lings. They want to mop that up. And those Marines are going down so quick. They have to get in those medevacs. And the tanks are now completely vulnerable to the Zerg line. Those tanks are just liquefied like that. Complete and utter waste of money. Just gone. And now any Marines coming out of those medevacs are just being wasted by the Broodlings and the Zerglings. This is over. I'm calling it here. And so is MikeRo. He gives well played to Axel. Well done by Axel. I enjoyed that play. Nice creep spread. Transitioning to the Broodlords clearly won it for him. Of course, MikeRo did make some careless mistakes there at the end. Threw his tank line away. So, anyways, on to Game 7, guys. I am, of course, Zoronden, and I'll see you there.